Welcome, and thank you for joining for another whiskey review. Today, we're going to take a look at the Kavalan Ex-bourbon 46% ABV. Dustin, this is the regular release Ex-bourbon. Easy to pick up. You can find these a lot of places. Mainly reason the difference between this and some of the other ones that we've done before is it's a little bit lower in ABV. It's 46%, but still single cask, yes?
Yeah, so there is a cheaper version of Ex-bourbon. I forget what they call it. This is kind of the mid-range one. This one is still kind of the solist level quality, but not cask strength.
Yeah, anytime we get Kavalans over here, it's always a fun day. Now, when I realized it was 46%, I was a bit disappointed, but we'll see what we have there. You know me, I love the cask strength.
I know.
But this one definitely easier to pick up. Roughly, $150 if you can find them.
Retail about $150, but I see these on sale because they don't sell super well. So they're out there, guys. Deals can be had.
Yeah, so distillery we love. Dustin, you turned me on to these ex-bourbons early, maybe a year or so ago, and man, they have all been fun.
Absolutely. And this one is no exception on the nose, Mike. I mean, just smell that vanilla.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the same suspects, tropical fruits, vanilla.
Yeah.
But this one's almost even sweeter than some of the cask strength versions I've had.
Yeah, and it's got almost like a banana note along with like kind of a slightly burnt, charred, maybe just like a charred sugar.
It does feel like the cask maybe was a bit overly charred. Now, these obviously aren't aged that long.
Correct.
In that climate in Taiwan, so sometimes you get a little bit of an over maturation pretty quickly with some of these, and maybe some of that char note was maybe a indicative of maybe a little bit higher char on the cask.
It's first fill bourbon, mind you. So.
Well, yeah, I mean they're not messing around with cask maturations. It's usually great cask, and
I love that little bit of burnt note though. It gives it like a balance.
Oh, for sure,
it's balancing it out beautifully. So.
Just trying to distinguish where it's coming from. It's welcome regardless of where it came from.
Tropical vanilla, if that's a term.
Yeah, tropical vanilla. Well, remember the first thing I said was besides the vanilla, there's a tropical fruit now. It's just a little bit sweeter than normal.
Yeah, I'm almost like thinking like pear meets some kind of
pineapple.
Yeah, but it's not as acidic. I mean, it's
you're right. That's what I mean. Like
softer.
Correct. It kind of comes off like a pineapple that's not very acidic.
I kept wanting to say pineapple, but I kept pushing back because pineapple, I think of acidity so much with it.
I agree. Same thing with oranges, but this is a different type.
Yeah, beautiful nose. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for something else to really talk about, but it's really what makes this so great is the balance here, Mike. Sweet, a little bit of citrusiness, a little bit of oak. It's sweet forward, but really balanced, really just well constructed whiskey, as I always bring up.
Yeah, all those things you just mentioned with vanilla tying the whole thing together.
Yeah.
Yeah, not overly complicated, but beautiful. I mean, I have said this before. If you're a fan of the Macallan Fine Oak series, especially older ones, the 21, the ones specifically I'm thinking of, but also in the 17, the tropical fruit notes, the maybe a little bit of apricot, papaya. It's really here in these Kavalans, these ex-bourbons, and it's a really richer and fuller experience.
Yeah, these are, I mean, honestly, if you're a bourbon drinker, this is going to be incredible for you. Mm-hmm. If you are, again, if you're a fan of those, like those Macallans, doesn't quite have the sherry notes, obviously, but man.
But what I always loved about those Fine Oaks, the older ones, that tropical fruit note is here, but just amped up, even at 46% ABV. Dustin, what are you picking up on the palate?
I've kind of forgotten how spicy the oak on this one is, but yeah, real nice. A little spiciness in the oak. Heavy vanilla, as we mentioned. The fruits come out more. I'm starting to actually get almost like a little bit of a green apple kind of coming in there. When you're still getting that pineapple, pear kind of thing. Finish a little short, a little bit of tannic. Now it is kind of coming back, showing some nice, relaxing, easy oak. Beautiful up front, just excellent up front.
Yeah, spicy pear. Yeah. Spiced pear. Almost sashaying into like apple without the skin on. And then it comes in, citrus note, a little more predominant on the palate than it was on the nose. Definitely picking up like a pineapple note on the palate for sure. And then that lovely vanilla just comes in. Mm-hmm. Came in on the mid palate. It's here on the finish. Nice little wisp of oak smoke there in the background. I mean, I wouldn't say this comes off cask strength, but it comes off a lot heavier than 46% ABV.
Yeah, it's got a good mouthfeel with the spice, and then also it's got some weightiness from the
It's oily.
It's just oily, yeah. I mean, it's really well constructed. From my memory, Kavalans are not super high ABV, especially these bourbon ones. I want to say they're in the 54, 58 range.
I was going to say 52, but yeah. I feel
Could be a little lower, yeah. They're not super high, so this isn't painfully watered down. It's not like you got Elijah Craig barrel proof and then you went to a 94 and you're going, whoa, you took away a lot, guys.
No, Shang Tsung did not steal the soul out of this one. It's still plenty left.
Waters brought the oak out and made it a little more balanced against the sweetness.
Mortal Kombat fan, I see?
Not a big Mortal Kombat fan, but...
You got the reference?
I had an idea where you're going there.
Your soul is mine. That's chill filtering. I always think of that every time I talk about someone chill filtering, like, your soul is mine. Like, oh, that ain't going to be fixed with a good night's sleep, is it? That's never going to be the same again. But yeah, so with water, maybe it's a little sweeter, but man, all the same things are there. You know what I mean? It holds up. When you say it was well constructed, it's also sturdily constructed. All the same players are there. You pick anything different on the palate?
Ooh. Believe it or not, Mike, the finish is kind of lingering a little bit more. There's almost a watermelon oak note that comes through mid-palate that's lingering now. It's added a really nice, just a hint of watermelon, like the slightest hint, with this nice like oak presence that wasn't there before. Really nice. Man, I've never picked that up before.
Kind of, with water, kind of toned down the spiced pear note. It's still spicy, for sure. But it kind of brought it down, kind of let it intermingle a few things. I thought it brought back the vanilla to a far less substantial note than I would have liked it to do with water. But it did bring up sort of a juicy fruit bubblegum. You said watermelon, sure. Yeah. Some type of hubba bubba bubblegum sort of candiness.
You know, I was just thinking about bubblegum tape when I just went back to nose it.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that, but then you said that, and I'm like,
Close.
Get out of my brain.
Close. Close. All right, another interesting offering from our favorite distillery in Taiwan. The only one we know of, but one of our favorite distilleries anywhere on the planet for that matter.
It's in my top 5, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So, Dustin, we're as far as a whiskey score on this 46% ABV ex-bourbon.
You know, I've got kind of a wide range that I can't think of clearly, and I'm going to just hedge and give it an 88, Mike.
Okay.
Really well done. There's nothing I can say negative about this whiskey. The ABV comes off well. 46 isn't the greatest thing in the world, but it works here very well. It's really good. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. This is just really good. This is an easy drinker. Anytime you want something that's not going to overpower you and you just want to have a really nice whiskey, this is a great option.
I tell you what, you say overpowering. I wouldn't say it's an overpowering finish. That finish is still here. And it's still spicy on the chops.
It's picked up a lot. Again, that water, believe it or not, made the finish better.
Yeah, I agree. So I was going back and forth between two numbers, 87 and 88, so I'm right there in the same ballpark. I'm going to say 87.5 just because I feel a little disappointing compared to what the cask strength ones are. And I hate to judge it that way.
We gave it like a 90. I mean, we properly gave it that extra oomph.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I still I really can't pick anything out about this I don't like. I mean, maybe it teeters on a bit of high spice, which is fine with me, but you get a lot of the same things that I love about the ex-bourbon ones. Tropical fruits, vanillas, oak spice. The spice on this note with the extra little char is definitely interesting.
Yeah.
And again, for $150, that's still a really great deal. I mean, probably it's an 88. We're at the same number.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you guys had a chance to try this one, let us know what you guys think. Until next time, Dustin, what do we wish the folks?
Finish him.
We'll see you next time.